Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, the Crimson Tide head coach has let me know pregame. He believes so strongly in this wide receiver. He has been in the top 5 all season in receiving yards. Nobody can cover this guy. We've seen every type of different defense. Bracket, zone. Nobody has been able to stop him this year. Let's see if he's able to have a similar impact on this game today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Started. The returner will field it and bring it back. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Looking for a crease. It's Pryor. Breaks into the open. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage in predictable situations.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Jones wants to throw it. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
He'll take it himself. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield, and he does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about, and early on, they don't have an answer for him.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side. Secondly, maybe we double team him, but there's got to be a plan because when you get near him, bad things happen for your offense.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll run it. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Russell. Fakes to grab. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And you know, Alabama at the quarterback spot, obviously, you need that great player. When they've had the great player, these teams have been really, really great. The last couple years, man, you've kind of seen the inconsistencies come out at that spot. So finding that next guy, critically important.
It is critically important. I think what's interesting about Alabama at that quarterback spot, too, is a lot of other programs, they reload the position through the portal. But when you think about Alabama, they kind of grow it internally from guys they've recruited who have waited their turn and then finally show up. Ty Simpson was one of those guys. He waited his turn year after year to get his opportunity, and I think they feel like they've got the guys inside the building already that can take over the spot and lead this team to a national championship.
And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. That false start changes your mindset. Now you're second and long, 9 yards to go. Throwing Russell. Moving out of the pocket. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Zings it complete to the right. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Looking downfield, it's Russell. Going for the big play. Makes a deep grab. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Pass play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Keelan Russell. He caught it into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They march 78 yards down the field. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run inside. It's Pryor. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. The Gators in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry-up, defense has to be ready.
Might have a chance. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back. You better block the defensive end. That's priority number 1. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game in the toss play.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. There he goes. He's at the 40. He's at the
Anytime he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because, Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break as we get a look at the stats. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. On the direct snap, it's Brown. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, when you get down here inside the red zone, you got to be able to run the football, and it's one thing to do it conventionally, but I like the idea of mixing it up and trying to go jet sweep.
Third and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. A designed run for the quarterback. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gators!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jenkins. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Back has it. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the 1st down. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Got a little grass. They make the stop, but not before the chains move, and the Wildcat formation pays off. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Let's talk about Alabama. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are,
the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Finding an escape route. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football, look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play, nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
Fighting off the defender. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Russell. Here's a heat. Snags it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown Tide.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what. Keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Making side adjustments here. This is a designed run. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Jones to throw. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Gators will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. No fair catches here, looking for room. He gets a block. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Throwing Russell. He's going for a big play downfield. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in beautiful rhythm. Finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
This quarterback part of their running game. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. On the move. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection. And that time the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
Keelan Russell. He wants to go deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. They punted away on fourth down. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Quarterback may change this route. And he's not going anywhere as this defense has no plans to give up a big play before the half.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Brown. The pass is incomplete. Thought they might catch the defense napping, but it'll be third down. One more snap coming before halftime. Back has it. Could be an alley. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Gator. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And that is going to leave the head coach scratching his head. The final play of the first half, your opponent runs the ball, and you can't tackle him and get him down with all those bodies back playing prevent. That is a terrible job of defense. And to add insult to injury, you've now given up the lead.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye that pulled Gator ahead, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's get things popping with Maryland taking on the Northwestern Wildcats. And it's the Terrapins who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today. They now sit at a sterling 5-0 on the season, keeping their unbeaten streak going. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
The Tide ready to roll on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football.
Makes the catch, and he's free. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And this is the kind of quarterback I want to build my offense around. I mean, guys that can scoot, extend plays. It makes the offensive line better, wide receivers better when you can do things like this and get completions down the field.
Russell. He finds a soft spot in the middle.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Again, it's Russell. He wants to go deep. Hits him in stride at the 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They take the lead here in the second half.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Now, you got to read it quick, right? And he makes a quick decision, gets that thing out of his hand, but make sure your feet are set. You still got to be accurate, even though you're trying to get rid of that ball so fast.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Grab behind the line. It's Wilson. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Jones wants to throw it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Gators line up to punt it away. He's got great speed. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Now here's Russell. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. Throwing Russell. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. Shakes a man, and he might take off. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bama!
This guy is so dangerous because of his speed. He can take the top off at defense, and he did it right there on the post. Great arm talent, getting the throw out in front of him. It didn't matter how many DBs they had deep on that one. I don't think they could have stopped.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The Gators moving quickly to the line. They'll try to run for it. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Jones to throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Gators will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Plays that one perfectly. Exceptional accuracy on the punt. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the official spot it. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. to the back. Fights off a defender and runs through another guy. Oh, he's got some space. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. A big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Keelan Russell. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And I'm not surprised by the decision-making of this QB. Like, I would go there, too. Like, he's been the go-to guy, man. He's already got 2 touchdown passes on the day. So I'm going to take shots because I believe in my wide receiver. Sometimes it's not going to come home, and it didn't on that play. Tip your cap to the defense, but I got a feeling that's not the last ball he'll throw his way.
Dropping back, it's Russell. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Got it down the field. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
They really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Russell, pressure coming. Trying to find the end zone. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. On the option. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Alabama! Excellent pass by the back on the option. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the snap, it's Brown. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
He might want another play. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. Jones wants to throw it. Swings it out to his running back. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Needed to get to the 45 for the 1st down. Stopped a little bit short. You'd think this is the go area on 4th down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On the move. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. I'll admit, I wondered if they were just lining up to try to draw them offside.
Oh, me too. Whenever you line up in your own territory, you're thinking, no, they're just going to draw me offside. A lot of times, by the way, it gets the defense to kind of relax for a second, but you can tell they had a plan ready to go. They knew they were going to be aggressive.
The Gators have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on 1st down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Quickly to the tight end. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient, fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Jones to throw. Quarterback extends the play. The throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
It's complete on the right side. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Throwing Russell. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the 1st down marker. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. Direct snap. It's McCoy. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
How about that 4th down? I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the 1st down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on 4th down. There's just nothing they can do to stop it.
And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Keelan Russell. Under fire. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously, the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Russell. Trying to beat the D deep. Throw to the end zone, picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. For the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment, because today, it was not a good day.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Throwing Russell. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I tell you what,
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Fourth down, Russell. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back during the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Brown. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit. Lining up in the wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap. And the defense makes a big